She is sexy, she's smooth, and she's loud as a jackhammer. Welcome to my review of the 899 Panigale. Designing the Panigale, Ducati have a challenge on their hands. Its predecessor did not just win 2 World Superbike titles, it reignited the passion for Italian beauty, bringing back the core design elements of the 916. Remember, the last time Ducati deviated from that formula was in 999, and it was just like Keira Knightley leaving Pirates of the Caribbean. Sure, it was still called Pirates of the Caribbean, but it just wasn't the same thing anymore. For the Panigale, they're making a clever choice though. They keep the one-sided swing arm and the double headlights and only sacrifice styling when it really matters for performance, removing the underseat exhaust, for example. The result is a magnificent blend of tradition and revolution. But then they ditch the one-sided swing arm for the 899. It's still a real looker though, especially in matte white with red wheels. Underneath that beautiful dress sits a technological marvel. Codenamed Project Extreme at Ducati, the Superquadro has the most over square dimensions of any production bike at the time, and it produces a whopping 195 horsepower on the 1199. To tame that beast a little, they reduce that power to 148 for the 899. What they don't tame, however, is the sound. 108 road legal decibels. To put that in perspective, German MotoGP track Hockenheimring has a limit of 95. The radical re-engineering of this bike also transforms its handling. Weight savings across the board and improved weight distribution make the Panigale the most nimble Ducati superbike ever. A nimble Ducati superbike, let that sink in for a moment. With a shortened wheelbase and a smaller rear tire, the 899 handles even better still than the 1199. It may not have the electronics package of the 1199S, but it still has ABS, engine brake control, traction control, riding modes, and a blipper. All these things together make the bike magnificently easy to ride. The balance is beautiful. How does it translate to on-track performance? Well, that's a tricky one. Yes, the Panigale is the most nimble superbike Ducati ever built, but it's never taken the World Superbike title. Even I was faster on a 998 than on the 899. So why is that? Well, first of all, because I am more of a James May than a Jeremy Clarkson, but the main reason I think lies in the chassis. Ducati was so radical re-engineering this motorcycle that they sacrificed front end feel for weight reduction. What's more, the Superquadro engine is so revvy, it doesn't have the mid-range of its predecessors. Does that make it a bad track bike? Not at all. The 899 is super safe to ride and very, very easy to maneuver. So if you're just going out there to enjoy yourself instead of breaking lap records, trust me, you'll be having a blast. Owning an 899 for me also opened the door to some unforgettable moments. In 2017 I took part in a Ducati riding experience event in Bahrain. Yes, on the actual Formula 1 track under actual floodlights. We had Panigale as instructor, we had a Ferrari standing around just like that in the paddock, a 1299S Anniversario ready to be taken on track, and we even had an espresso machine in the pit lane. Buonasera ragazzi, I say. After that, I tried to convince my boss to let me take part in the Bahrain Superbike Championship. That didn't go too well. Don't try this at home. What fascinates me the most about the 899 is its legacy. The 1199 became the 1299 and was then replaced by the V4. The 899, however, turned into the 959 and still lives on as the V2. Now with the one-sided swing arm again, thank God. Starting 2022, it even competes in the World Supersport Championship. A race bike turned road bike turned race bike, if you will. An L-twin for the ages. Now what do you think? Do you like the 899's design, chassis and engine? And do you think that the V2 will be competitive in the World Supersport Championship? And you probably noticed we didn't shoot this video in Germany this time, so maybe you can tell us where. Tell me in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Donnie Desmo, out. She is sexy. Bringing back the core design elements of the 916. Thank you. In 2017 I took part in a Ducati riding experience, oopsie. And now we're at the car pass. We had Panigale, the 125cc, and again. Well,